Bay Area Congressman John Garamendi has been diagnosed with cancer. The long-serving Democrat who represents parts of Solano and Contra Costa counties made this announcement yesterday. He says he has early-stage myeloma. It's a form of blood cancer. Garamendi is currently undergoing treatment.
With the benefit of early detection and excellent doctors, the love and support of Patty and my entire family, the help of my extraordinary staff and colleagues in Congress, I know that I'll get through this while continuing to serve my extraordinary constituents and advance the American democracy.
Congressman Garamendi says he will now be limiting his travel to Washington, D.C. and public events while undergoing treatment. And for more now on this, joining us is Dr. Anupama Kumar from UCSF. Thank you. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
So what is this form of blood cancer and how do you get it?
Yeah, great question. So multiple myeloma is, as you said, a blood cancer. It's a cancer of a particular kind of white blood cell called the plasma cell. The plasma cell is present in everyone, and the purpose of the plasma cell is to make antibodies to fight infection, like bacterial infections and viral infections. But what can happen in multiple myeloma is that you get abnormal plasma cells that go rogue, and as those abnormal plasma cells grow, they can cause problems like anemia, they can affect the kidneys, they can cause lesions in the bone. It's very important to detect multiple myeloma early and treat it early.
So how do you know if you have it then?
Yeah, so some people actually don't have any symptoms. It's detected just based on blood tests. Other people might have sort of vague symptoms, including fatigue, weight changes, bone pain. So if any of these suspicious symptoms are present, then doctors will look for a multiple myeloma, including blood tests, imaging, and a bone marrow biopsy.
So the congressman is saying he's receiving a treatment that combines chemotherapy and immune therapy. They're trying to boost his body's immune system. Is that a treatment that is common here?
Yes, it's absolutely common, and thankfully these treatments are extremely effective in getting multiple myeloma into remission. So we typically use a combination of different therapies that have slightly different mechanisms so that we can attack the myeloma in different ways. Typically we use a combination of chemotherapy and targeted antibodies, like monoclonal antibodies that target these plasma cells. Some people go on to get a stem cell transplant, and people typically get maintenance therapy to keep the myeloma away once it's in remission.
So is a diagnosis here, would it be, you hear cancer, you have blood cancer, and I think people start to get really concerned that this could be fatal. In cases of your patients, like what is the rate of people like surviving this?
Yeah, it's a great question. So actually, I have many people who've had this diagnosis for 20+ years. So the key here is really early recognition and starting on treatment quickly. We monitor people even when they're in remission with frequent labs to make sure that they're staying in remission. And if the myeloma were to come out of remission, we have a lot of other new therapies that are available. There's something called CAR T therapy, which UCSF is pioneering a homegrown CAR T program where we use our own T cells to target the myeloma, and a lot of new exciting therapies that are coming out. And so as this has happened, people decade by decade are living longer and longer with myeloma.
Well, Dr. Kumar, we appreciate your time so we can learn a little bit more about this blood cancer, and we're concerned about our congressman, so we're glad to know that there's some treatments and that he's not alone out there. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.